taking a deep dive into the business. It's the Turn Podcast, a golf business and experience podcast powered by Troon.
Hello, it's another episode of the Turn Podcast. I'm Julia, and today we have a special edition for you. On behalf of Roan, performance lifestyle brand, Troon strategic partner, and sponsor of Troon Women's Golf Month, here is an interview with Chris Strauss and Team Troon member Benedetta Moresco. Have a listen.
My name is Chris Strauss. I'm the EVP of Sales and Marketing for Troon, based in our Scottsdale HQ. Get the pleasure of supporting the 800 plus courses of 40,000 associates around the world. And a highlight oftentimes is working with Team Troon. And it's truly a pleasure to welcome today our newest addition to Team Troon in the women's golf realm, Benedetta Moresco. Benny, as we call it. Say hello, Benny.
Hello, everybody.
Where
Thank you for having me.
Dialing in from at the moment?
I'm in Harris, Michigan for an Epsom Tour tournament right now.
Awesome. For those that don't know Benedetta Moresco, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about her. She's our Team Troon member. She's, Italian golf sensation. She's a rising star on the LPGA Tour. She recently finished T27 in the LPGA Q Series, which is the third stage of the LPGA qualifying to earn her LPGA Tour membership in the 2024 season. She's originally from Italy, and she joined Team Troon in October 23, shortly after turning professional. She turned professional after the Europeans Ladies Team Championship. But in that same summer, she had a really special moment where she was a low-am at the U.S. Women's Open at Pebble Beach Golf Links. So she finished T37. We might ask her a question about that. She's basically a global ambassador for us on the LPGA Tour. She's part of a great group of Team Troon members that include Justin Thomas, Gary Woodland, Matt Kuchar, Matt Fitzpatrick, his brother Alex Fitzpatrick, Eric Van Rooyen, Alex Noren, PGA Tour Champions player and World Golf Hall of Famer Colin Montgomery, and a fellow LPGA Tour player in Cheyenne. So she started off enjoying a tremendous collegiate career at University of Alabama, where she was a highly decorated athlete, first team All A's SEC. She was a SEC academic honor roll for 3 years. She was an All-American Scholar. She was an SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year in 2022. She had some great success as an amateur level, as I alluded to earlier, prior to turning professional. In 2019, she won the Italian U18 International Women's Amateur Championship and was runner-up at the German Girls Open and also runner-up at the Italian Ladies Stroke Play Championship. She reached the semifinals of the Spanish International Ladies Amateur Championship. She was one of the best juniors coming out of Europe. She represented the Junior Solheim Cup with Glen Eagles. Today, she's now competing on the LPGA Tour against the world's best players. We're excited to watch Benny's professional growth, and we're certainly proud to have her representing Team Troon. So, Benny, let's peel it back a little bit. Let's start back to where you kind of started. Speak to your amateur career and both internationally and in the U.S. and how it prepared you for professional golf.
Yeah, so I was able to play for the Italian national team during my junior years. And with them, we traveled all across Europe to play all the junior events. So that prepared me well with playing different type of courses, especially in England, the links course, and all different type of parklands courses. So I always wanted to turn professional since I was a junior, and I knew college was a great way to prepare myself to turn pro. So also like the years in college prepared me well for making my decision turning professional. So yeah.
Awesome. And something that I think not all female athletes do in the golf space, you did turn professional,
Yeah.
but you finished your degree, correct? And why don't you share what you studied?
That's correct. Yeah, I just got my degree about a month ago in human environmental sciences. And I turned pro last summer, but still I wanted to get my degree. So I finished my last couple semesters online. And I'm glad I did that. And now I'm here playing on tour. So
yeah, congratulations on that. I think not, again, like I said, I don't think that I think you're the exception, not the norm in that realm. And certainly getting your degree is going to be something that nobody can take away from you. I also know that
Right. Yeah.
it's also probably helped you with some of your wellness as a professional, right? Because of the nutritional background, and the nutritional learning you got. Why don't you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. One of my main focuses and my major was nutrition, and so I always wanted to take as much as possible from school to help me in my athletic career. So I took a lot of nutrition classes that are now helping me along the way and traveling. So I'm very glad I did that. And one of my last classes was the nutrition for performance. So I was able to learn a lot about athletes and hoping one day I can give back and work in the nutrition field after my long career.
Well, let's speak about your
Yeah.
professional career that you have today. And certainly it's a highly mental game, especially since golfers are in essence a team of one, competing with the rest of the leaderboard or competing against the golf course. So how do you work on your mental fitness on and off the golf course? And what advice would you give to younger players as they get more involved in the game as they get older?
So I started working with a mental coach, like a performance coach, back when I was a junior. And those years growing up, playing like the junior events and in college helped me a lot to like develop like a strong mindset because it's tough out there, and I like all these years now are paying off a lot. And still now I'm working with her. She's in Italy, and we work through the phone, and so I think it's very important to have somebody that kind of follows you on the mental side, because traveling a lot and being in contention and playing every week is difficult. So my advice is to start working with a professional, because you can get all the help you can, and it's gonna pay off in the long run. So this is my advice to junior golfers out there. Yep.
Excellent. So what does your pre and post tournament routine look like with all the travel involved in the game of golf? How do you maintain a healthy lifestyle while still being able to compete at the top of your game?
Yeah, so usually on Monday is the travel day. So that's like the day that it's designated to just get to the next tournament. And usually that day I just stretch a lot when I get to the hotel of the next event. And then I would say a lot of stretching and fitting a couple workouts throughout the week is fundamental to keep like a healthy lifestyle and still being fit and being able to stay on top of your physical health. So I let's say if I miss a cut, then I have the weekend to work out, but if not, usually I try to fit it even on Tuesday or Wednesday, the days before getting out on the course. And yeah, that's what I do, and for now it's working, so I'm happy about it.
Excellent. Again, for those that are just joining us, special thank you to Roan here on Women's Golf Month, presenting this amazing Q&A with the newest addition to the LPGA Team Troon team in Benedetta, Moresco. So, Benny, it's your first year on the LPGA Tour. Share with us a little bit about what your experience has been like playing with the world's best golfers.
Oh, it's awesome, really. I was just playing a practice round last week with Minji Lee, for example, like a major champion. And like you can take so much just for like a short 9-hole practice round. Like the feeling and the motivation it gives me is like incredible. And like playing alongside of these players is just awesome, and you can learn a lot. So it's it's like an incredible feeling, and it makes me think, wow, I'm like right here playing with them. Like it means that I can do it too. So it gives me like a lot of motivation, and yeah, it's incredible.
Excellent. Well, let's speak to just the health of the women's game of golf today in relative to the LPGA Tour. They are starting to see more growth in the purses, increasing in
Yes.
interest, women's sports in general, but also women's golf as well. So, what's your impression? What's the state of women's professional golf today, and what insights and things that you have to look forward to in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful that a lot of new sponsors are taking interest in women's golf and that the purses are growing. I think that's incredible for us and also for everybody. I feel like women's golf game is kind of similar to like an elite amateur player. So, with the only exception that we're very precise and we can make a lot of birdies. So, I think it can relate a lot. And following through the TV, I think it's fun for everybody, and I would say it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna keep growing on that, and maybe in the next years it's gonna grow even more, and that's what I hope for. But right now I'm feeling very thankful for all the people that are taking interest and increasing women's golf.
I know one thing that contributed to a lot of interest in the LPGA Tour was Nelly Corda's, start to the season and the winning streak she had. What's your perspective on her stretch of victories and, the dominance she started off the year with?
I think it's incredible. I mean, what she's doing, it's like it's like it's big time. I mean, it's like that she's becoming the Tiger Woods of women's golf, and it's awesome for me to like be like next to her, for example, in the driving range and see her, like experiencing like firsthand, and it gives me like a lot of motivation too, because maybe like I can do it too, one day. So what she's doing is incredible, and making like women's golf get a lot of interest, and this is incredible. It's what she's doing is just exceptional, really.
Yeah, well, you'll be there too, and we're confident that your future is bright as well. The flip side is, did Lexi Thompson retire too soon? She still has
Yeah,
played
I
well
think
this
it
past week. She's still got a lot of game left in her, right?
that's right. Yeah, she's still playing amazing. Yeah.
Well, 2024 is a Solheim Cup year, and so the best players from Europe and the U.S. will go head to head this September at Robert Trent Jones Golf Club in Virginia. Do you see a Solheim Cup team in your future?
Oh, I would love to. Even since I was a junior, if you ask me what one of my goals are in like the next 5 years or 10, I would always say I want to play in a Solheim Cup and I want to win one at least. So even one of the reasons why I started playing golf was because my coach early on gave me a tape of a Solheim Cup, and I was watching it and be like, wow, that's what I want to do when I grow up. So hopefully in the next 5 years I'll see myself playing one, hopefully win one too, and that's what I'm working for. And yeah, I really hope so.
Awesome. Speaking of international play, what's the state of how Team Italy is going to come together for the Olympics in Paris?
I think only one player is gonna qualify, and that's Alessandra Fanali. She's playing on the LET tour, and I think it's just one player because all the others won't meet the world ranking requirement. So it's only gonna be one player. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's going to be in your future too someday. I firmly believe that. So, your sister Angelica also enjoyed a great career at Alabama, and she plays in the Epson Tour as well. What's it like to have two professional golfers in your family, and any fun stories you have, sibling rivalries?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing golf together since I started playing golf, really. She's also one of the main reasons why I started. I always wanted to do what she was doing, and she started playing golf, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start playing golf too. And I kept going, and we've been practicing all along, all these years. We've spent 1 year, my freshman year and her senior year of college together, and still now we share an apartment together, and we practice every time we can together. So we like it because we're both very competitive, so it's nice to have someone like in your family that you could just like, okay, say let's go play like in like 2 hours, and and just go and play a game of golf. And it's been incredible. She's been like a rock to me. She's taught me a lot, and I'm very thankful for her.
Sounds like you have an amazing relationship to be able to play competitively
Yeah.
together, to be able to live together, like as a
Right.
dad, as a girl dad, and dad of daughters. I don't know if I see my daughters doing that together. So clearly, your sisterhood that you have with your sister is quite special. So that's awesome. We look forward to following, her career progression as well. So it is, again, we're here in International Women's Golf Month, Troon Women's Golf Month, presented by Roan. And as a former junior golfer, do you feel like the game is growing and presenting opportunities for young girls to play competitively? And or what would you like to see happen in the realm of girls junior golf?
Oh, I think it's also junior golf is growing. I mean, you see a lot of junior golfers playing like some big events also on LPGA, and I think they have a lot of chances, for example, through the AGGA and also in Europe as well. So I think what is like the way it's growing right now is awesome. Hopefully it can keep growing on that, and many more players will turn professional and the game will grow. So that's what we're hoping for. But right now I'm very, very happy to see like a lot of amateurs playing big events. And I've been lucky enough to play three majors when I was an amateur, and that was like a lot of experience and a lot of like learning. So hopefully many more amateurs can experience that as well. So
Yeah, we mentioned one of those majors that you were low am at the U.S. Women's Open. Why don't you share a little bit of the story behind that? Because I think you
yeah.
walked off the 18th green and you didn't quite know if you were going to be recognized as low amateur, right?
That's right. Yeah. So I qualified for the US Open and I got to Pebble Beach, play practice round, and then I think I was in like tied for place after the first day. And I was like, whoa, like I can do this. So I made the cut, didn't play as well as the first day, the second day, but still made the cut. And then played the weekend and finished, I think I was around the 30th place in the leaderboard, and there was another amateur playing very well as well. So I had a flight later that night to go to another event in Europe. So I was on the way to the airport, and they called me saying, "Benny, you won the low am," and I'm like, "Whoa!" So I just turned the car around and rushed back and made it just in time for the prize ceremony, which was one of the best memories I'll ever have, really.
That's excellent. And it was at Pebble Beach where you met your caddy, Chris Rose, who's a Pebble Beach caddy.
Yes.
Like, how did he help you that week? And I asked you in the context of how a caddy helps one's game.
Yeah, I mean, Pebble Beach is a very demanding course, and having a local caddy was key for me. And turned out I met Chris Rose, my caddy right now still. And after the first practice round, I could tell we were a great team. We bonded right at the first fairway, and he followed me through Q school, and now he's my caddy on tour, and I'm not planning on changing my caddy anytime soon. Like we're working super well still, and I'm very thankful for him. But it was key for me at Pebble Beach to have him on the bag. So I'm very
That's
very
great.
very glad and thankful for that.
That's great. He's an amazing caddy. He's great. He's great at his craft, and I'm sure he's going to help you along the way for many
Yeah.
years to come. And is a much better caddy than I am, having been a one-day caddy for Benedetta Moresco for a practice round. But she quickly
Oh, you
fired
were
me.
awesome.
But Chris Rose is better. So um, today you're a member of Team Troon, and I rattled off some of those big names. Again, those names that we see on leaderboards each and every week. What does it mean to you to be on Team Troon? Is it something you ever thought you'd be, mentioned in the same breath as all of the great players?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful for being part of Team Troon. Working with you guys has been incredible, and I always wanted to play good golf and be up there alongside of all the big names. And after Pebble Beach, I thought and told myself I can do this. And being part of Team Troon and now playing on LPGA is part of why I wanted to do this. And hopefully I can do much more. And this is not like the end of my career, but actually it's just the beginning. So very, very thankful, and it means a lot to me. So
That's
yeah,
great.
it makes it
Well, I
special.
believe it is the first chapter of what will be a great book and a great story, I'm sure. You talked about how you finished the LPGA Q series at T27. Explain to those that are listening
That's
the
right.
difference between top 20 and then the 20 to 40th or 45th place, and what the delta is between that, and how, like, your road is a tough one at the moment, honestly, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so share that a little bit.
So when you play Q Series, if you finish in the top 20, you get a full card to the LPGA, which assigns you to a certain category on status, which you can enter, I would say, 85% of the events throughout the year. And if you're just outside the top 20, like I was 27th, then you gain conditional status. So, meaning that you may get into half of the events or maybe even less, depending on the position you finish. So, basically, every position you can gain that Q Series event is key. So, right now, I got in like a few events on LPGA, but also been playing Epson Tour. So whenever I don't get in the field for the LPGA event, I'll just play the Epson Tour tournament the same week, and that's what I'm doing right now, and it's working well. So hopefully, I can play some more starts on LPGA and play well, so that I can get reshuffled up and play the rest of the year just on LPGA. That's the goal.
Excellent.
So
So
yeah.
what's your schedule look like the next 30 days, 60 days, the rest of the summer?
So I'll probably get in. So right now, next week, I'm playing the Dow Championship, which is a team event on LPGA, and I'm playing with another Italian girl, Roberta Liti, and she's a bit older than me, but she's been playing on LPGA in the last couple of years. And then I have another Epson event in July, another LPGA, and then another Epson, another LPGA. So it's a mix of both, and we're kind of like try to jump up the ranking on both. So hopefully they'll go good, but I'm very hopeful.
Excellent. Boy, it sounds like you have an exciting summer ahead of you. We're gonna close out with a fun thing that we do, just a little rapid fire question, rapid fire Q&A. So I'm gonna rattle off a bunch of quick questions. So, and then I'll ask you
Let's
to
do it.
just respond with the first thing that comes to mind relative to those questions.
Okay.
So, let's get things rolling with a little rapid fire here in Women's Golf Month, presented by Roan, with Benedetta Moresco. So, favorite food?
Pizza.
All right. Favorite on-course snack?
Yeah. Ooh, Natural Valley peanut butter bars.
Uh, Favorite golf course you played?
Oh, that's easy. Pebble Beach.
Yeah. All right. What's a golf course that you want to play that's on your bucket list?
Ooh, where they just had the US Open is on my top list.
Finder's number
So
2.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aspirational pro golfer that you look up to?
Nelly Corda, definitely.
Well said. What sport do you enjoy watching other than golf?
Ooh, tennis. I watch a lot of tennis and a lot of soccer.
Okay, great. So,
I do.
favorite professional soccer or football team?
Ooh, professional soccer is probably Inter, which is an Italian team. Yeah, football team,
Excellent.
soccer team. Yeah.
Excellent. Favorite singer, band, or musician?
I would say Morgan Wallen or Olivia Rodrigo, both of them.
Excellent. Excellent. What's your most cherished victory?
I would say Loama Pebble Beach was a special one. Yeah.
That was special. I always slip this one in. Favorite golf management company?
Troon. That's an easy one, Chris.
I love it. I love it. Well, again,
Yeah.
Benedetta Moresco, thank you so much for your time, taking time out of your busy competitive week to sit down with us and have this awesome Q&A. We appreciate everything that you do, and we know that you are an inspiration for other golfers as well. And we know that you're going to have a ton of success. We're excited to support you in your journey and see that success go through. And again, want to thank everyone with Roan. Thank you. We know that you are supportive of Troon Women's Golf Month. We also know you're supportive of the LPGA Tour and women's golf in general. We thank you truly for your dedication and commitment to growing the game of golf and growing women's golf. Go low this week, Benny, and go low every
Thank you.
week. And, go Team Troon,
I
go
will.
Benedetta
Thank you
Moresco.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Chris and Benny. Thank you to Roan. And as always, thank you to our listeners. Tune in again next time.
This has been The Turn, a golf business and experience podcast powered by Troon. Every episode is available on troon.com. And subscribe to The Turn podcast through iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, or wherever you prefer to download your favorite shows.